Keaton, the Oscar-winning star of Annie Hall, the Godfather films, and father of the bride, has died aged 79. People magazine reported on Saturday US time that she died in California with loved ones, citing a family spokesperson. A representative for Keaton could not immediately be reached. Keaton, who appeared in more than 60 films, including the Godfather trilogy, The First Wives Club, and 8 films with Woody Allen, stood out in Hollywood with a personal style that favoured androgynous looks, turtleneck sweaters, and her trademark hats. She earned Oscar nominations for Best Actress for her portrayal of U.S. journalist Louise Bryant in the 1991 political drama Reds, as a carrying on to Leonardo DiCaprio in the 1996 family saga Marvin's Room, and opposite Jack Nicholson in the 2003 romantic comedy Something's Gotta Give. But it was Annie Hall, which Allen loosely based on his relationship with Keaton, that established her as a consummate actress. "It was an idealized version of me, let's put it that way," Keaton said about the film in an interview with CBS News in 2004. Annie Hall and Keaton's dramatic turn as a dedicated teacher by day and prowler of single spars at night in Looking for Mr. Goodbar landed her on the cover of Time magazine in September 1977. Rolling Stone magazine described her as the next Katharine Hepburn in its June 30 issue that year. In the New York Times, critic Vincent Canby wrote, as Annie Hall, Miss Keaton emerges as Woody Allen's Liv Ullmann. His camera finds beauty and emotional resources that somehow escape the notice of other directors. Her Annie Hall is a marvelous nut. 4 years later, Allen paid tribute to his early muse when Keaton received the American Film Institute Life Achievement Award. "The minute I met her, she was a great inspiration to me," he said. "Much of what I've accomplished in my life I owe, for sure, to her. She's really astonishing." The unexpected news of her passing was met with shock around the world. She was a hilarious, a complete original, and completely without guilt or any of the competitiveness one would have expected from such a star, Ben Midler said in a post on Instagram. She and Keaton co-starred in The First Wives Club. In a tribute on X, Steve Martin, who co-starred with Keaton in The Father of the Bride, posted an interview exchange involving her and Martin Short, in which she was asked which of the two men were sexier. "I mean, you're both idiots," Keaton said in the interview. Cynthia Nixon, who worked with Keaton on 5 Flights Up, described her as her absolute idol. "I loved her acting. I loved her vibe. I loved her everything," she said on Instagram. Manny Moore, who starred opposite Keaton in the 2007 film Because I Said So, said working with her was an honor of a lifetime. Ben Stiller described Keaton as one of the greatest film actors ever. Keaton was also a director, writer, producer, and photographer, and had a passion for restoring Californian mansions. She detailed her wife in 2 memoirs, then again in 2011, in which she revealed she had suffered from the eating disorder bulimia in her 20s, and let's just say it wasn't pretty in 2014. She was equally famous for high-profile romances with her leading men, including Allen, Warren Beatty, her co-star and director in Reds, and Al Pacino, who played her boyfriend and husband in the Godfather films. Each man had a different decade, she told The Telegraph in 2013. "Woody was my 20s, Warren was my 30s, and Al was borderline, late 30s, early 40s. Keaton was celebrated with an AFI Life Achievement Award in 2017, telling the AP at the time that it was a surreal experience. I feel like it's the wedding I never had, or the big gathering I never had, or the retirement party I never had, or all these things that I always avoided, the big bash," she said. "It's really a big event for me, and I'm really deeply grateful." In 2022, she cemented her legacy with a hand and footprint ceremony outside the TCL Chinese Theater in Los Angeles, with her children looking on. "I don't think about my film legacy," she said at the event. "I'm just lucky to have been here at all in any way, shape, or form. I'm just fortunate. I don't see myself anything other than that." Keaton is survived by her 2 children, Dexter and Duke.